What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today me and Tora will be working on the Z3. As you can see, we're working on the exterior, mainly on these headlight lenses. So like most old cars, the headlights get foggy, scratched up, there's yellowing, so we are going to restore these headlight lenses real quick and just a few other knickknacks on the outside.
Damn, look at that, they broke the mold. Give me some more. Damn, look at that, they broke the mold.
Okay, so you can clearly see the lenses are just completely foggy. There's no clarity at all on them anymore. There's somehow some adhesive residue on it, and there's just a bunch of bugs and scratches. So first things first, let's pop open the hood so we have access to the whole headlight, and we're gonna mask everything around the headlight. So obviously we can remove the headlight to get full coverage, like I can clean the underside and everything, but for the most part, I think you can get 90–95% of what you need with the headlight installed, so we're not gonna mess with it. And we're not gonna remove the lens, because then we're gonna have to reseal it and rebake it, so we're just gonna clean this up real quick. So here we have the 3M Ultra Headlight Restoration Kit, and it's gonna have all the directions here and everything that we need, so let's get started. We've got all the sandpaper, tape, pads. Okay, they provide tape, so I didn't have to use mine. First, we're gonna use the 500 grit sandpaper provided by 3M. Use light to medium force and make sure you cover the whole headlight. The more passes you do, the more imperfections you'll remove. Wipe all the white residue off. And now we're gonna use the 800 grit. Do the same thing in this step. This will slowly refine the surface of the headlight. Again, the more passes you do on each step, the better it'll turn out. Make sure to wipe the headlight down between each step. So you're supposed to use a water spray bottle, but my spray bottle has soap in it, so I just used a damp towel and then ran this real quickly under the sink. This is the P3000 grit, and we're gonna place this onto the drill, just like that, and do the same thing. We're just gonna cover the whole surface area with the 3000. You can finally see through the lens, thank God. I thought we screwed it up, but the 3000 helps it bring back the clearness. This is the last sanding step, so make sure you cover everything 2 to 3 times to get it as clear as possible. Now we'll use the clear coat wipes provided. Make sure you wear a glove during this. Also a quick tip, sand down both headlights until this step. This step should be done on both headlights simultaneously. Just glide one edge of the wipe across the headlight. Now overlap the next wipe about 50%. Make sure you cover the whole headlight. Wait 5 to 15 minutes and do the same thing with the second wipe. That's literally all there is to it. This is a huge difference, as you can see. The clarity of the lens now is pretty wild compared to what it was before. So we're moving towards the back of the car, and we are gonna be working on this antenna. So if you guys can see, it has this dinky antenna. You just unscrew it, but the main issue is actually that, But the main issue is that there's no grommet around the antenna, so water can get in there if you leave it outside. We don't leave it outside, so that's not an issue, but we are gonna fix that. And actually, there's 2 different grommets that you can get. So this one is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's the slanted one. This area is slanted, and then there's one where it's more even, more flat. So depending on the Z3 that you have, there's 2 separate grommets. So just make sure you get the right one for your car. Use some soapy water to lubricate it all. I'll save you a ton of time. Don't even try to push it in with just your fingers. It'll hurt, and it won't be enough leverage. Looks like we got the majority of it on. Okay, we actually got it completely flat with the car. So again, all the other YouTube videos, they tell you to open the inside panel of the trunk and then unscrew a couple bolts and remove the antenna assembly. I don't know, I'm lazy and this works, so you just pry off the old one or cut it up or whatever, remove it from the top, use some soapy water, push this down, and that's all there is to it. So again, this is the original antenna that came on the car. It looks aftermarket, but either way, it's like 1.5 feet long. So here is the stubby antenna. I will link it in the bio below, whether it's Amazon or eBay, but this is much more low profile and it'll look much better on a convertible. So there's different thread sizes. Let's see if this one fits. Nope, it's too small. And then there is a slightly larger one. Let's just make sure that threads in. That threads in just fine. Let's actually thread this in all the way. Cool. And then antenna goes on. And that's all there is to it. That's it. The stubby is installed. Way more slick than the other one. All right, so from this perspective, you can see how short this is, and it's maybe 10 times taller, so this won't get damaged if you possibly go through a car wash or whatever. So that was maybe 10 minutes of work. Very well worth it in my opinion. So the last step today is to remove this hideous decal, which I'm actually surprised that we kept this on since we got the car. I just never had the time to actually do this, but what we're gonna use is called a decal eraser. You can get this on Amazon, or honestly a lot of hardware stores sell this now. But I forgot, or actually I lost the adapter when we moved to actually connect it to the drill, so I just clamped onto the threaded part. It's not gonna do anything harmful. It's still gonna work, so let's give this a shot. I forgot a step. I would definitely heat it up beforehand. This will soften the decal and make it much easier to remove. There we go. All right, that's all of it. I mean, it's super disgusting right now, and it got all over the wheel, and it's just kind of everywhere on the car, but it's all removed technically, so. Then a little Goo Gone removed the rest of the adhesive from the car. I removed all the nasty bugs in the front, and I have to say the car's looking pretty good. I am very content with how the headlights turned out. I also forgot to mention we swapped the wheels. So instead of the original 16s, we swapped to 18s. I know that's pretty big, but I do think they look good. They are OEM BMW wheels. They are 10 spokes. I got them used on Facebook Marketplace for like 200 bucks for the set, so pretty good deal. And the tires, we got a square setup, which is a 225/40 all around. And yeah, I just think it elevates the look a little bit. This is how the Z3 sits now, and I think it looks pretty good, especially for a daily driver for my fiance. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.